Welcome to our channel. At Pedal and Tring, we have always strived to bring unique and different perspectives about cycling. After a successful coverage of the Eurobike series, which garnered over 15,000 views and still counting, we now have a fresh take on storytelling. Stories that will not only inspire you to ride more, but will help you to become a better version of yourself. There are many cyclists who are doing exceptionally well with incredible achievements to their credit. To bring them in focus, we are starting a new series called Beyond The Handlebar. Today is the first episode, and in this show, we will get up close and personal with an international rider from Europe. Let's meet her. Hi Monika.
Hi Vijay.
Monika started BMX riding in 1988 and went on to become the world BMX champion in 1991. She has been breaking barriers ever since and has many podium finishes to her name. Welcome to our show Beyond the Handlebar.
Thank you.
So Monika, tell us how did you get started in BMX riding and what made you pursue it professionally?
I started to ride because of my brother. I always did what he did, play with him. And he got a bicycle and that was a BMX, and I never had a bike before. And my first bicycle I also got then in 88. And since ever I ride. And that was life-changing for me. And professional, it means like you can live from it. That is very hard in BMX. So I never could live from riding, so I cannot call myself professional. But I got some support, and just recently last year I was working at Giant Bicycles and I got an invitation to a very big competition in Japan, and I thought I have to do it because that is my path to ride. So I quit my job, and despite of that the company still wanted to sponsor me, so they sponsored the whole Japan trip. So that is kind of a professional level.
Absolutely. And your family supported you in the entire journey?
My family always supported from beginning. My dad started to ride the ramps for us, the first ramps in Hungary. And my mom organized everything, so it was like a family business, you can say. So everything was handled from my family. We took also the other kids, and together with the tour bus we went every week to schools and some events, and every weekend we had a show. So it was a very exciting life as a kid already.
Yeah.
And then we went also to abroad to competitions. My mom organized the whole bus for the riders. So we went whole Europe.
Okay, so BMX gave you the platform to travel the world and a big
Exactly.
exposure in life.
Exactly.
Yeah. Monika, how difficult or easy was it to get into a male-dominated sport?
It was not at all difficult. Like, I started because of my brother, and all the riders, actually they were boys. So it was natural for me to ride with them, and also natural for them to ride with me. So they didn't handle me any different than themselves. And in that time there were no other girl riders. So it was quite unique, but it was just like I was a boy.
Okay, and you were the only girl in the group?
I was the only girl. It was for many years there were in the whole world no girl riders. So I was competing with the boys.
Wow. And did more girls join you along the way as and when you started riding?
At the beginning there were few girls, but they disappeared. But slowly more and more came, and now it's changed a lot.
Yeah, and you held your ground.
I'm trying.
Yeah, that's commendable. Monica, can you describe the biggest challenges and achievements in your BMX riding career?
Like the biggest achievement is when you learn a new trick, or when you first time you can do a new trick. That is the best feeling what you can get from riding. Besides that, I won the World Championships 4 times, so my family is quite proud of me. So I think that is the biggest what I could achieve.
And did you train by yourself or you had a coach?
At the beginning, first we just ride together, learn from each other. Then there was like a BMX school. They came to teach a little bit. We had also a camp. So in these events, you learn a lot. Also in competition, we ride together, learn from each other. So it's very important to meet other riders and learn from them. But if you have a coach, that can save a lot of time.
Absolutely. And any time did you face any kind of a injury or a crash while during the competition or during your practice?
The first thing what you learn is to fall.
Okay.
That you learn very fast, and the more you fall, the more you know how to save yourself, because this is a sport. You have to save yourself all the time because you are on a very tight point, and when you learn, it takes years to learn a trick, sometimes months, sometimes years. So till you succeed, you are falling all the time. So you learn this process, how to fall, how to save yourself.
Absolutely, well said.
That's why I didn't have injuries really. Once we had a show, and the ground was uneven, and the bike slipped out, and I fell on my elbow, so I had to wear a plaster for a week.
Okay.
That was, I think, my worst crash.
Okay. And did you get any kind of a feeling that I should quit this sport? It's dangerous
Never.
for a girl.
No, I was riding ramp also at the beginning, and once I learned the drop in. So you are on the ramp at the top, and you learn to go in. That is called drop in. So I stood there 1 hour, and then I decided I do it, and I did, and did like 10 times, and then said, okay, let's go home. I thought, okay, I do it last time, and when I was moving in, I changed my mind, and I said, oh, not now, and I left the bar and then crashed with the head first.
Okay. And you had a helmet?
No, I didn't. I had just
Okay.
a cap, so
Okay.
ride with helmet.
Okay.
But nothing happened.
Okay. Thank God. So you were mentioning about the major challenges that you faced in your career.
Yeah, we have a lot of challenges in riding BMX, especially in flatland, because we need an even ground. And to find it is not so easy. I mean, it's available, but people are not giving it. Luckily, we had many times support, like in the university, they had let us ride inside. It was cork, so it was a delicate surface, but they were not afraid that we damaged it, and we didn't. So we don't damage the surface, but still people are concerned about it. Also at Giant Bicycles where I worked, they let us ride inside. It was not a problem. But here I faced major problems. Even in the society where I live, there was a badminton court, and I asked for permission to ride on it. It was a very bad surface. I didn't even want it to ask, but there was no other option. So I asked, and they said, no, I would damage it.
Okay.
So there is no place I can ride here.
Yeah. Back in Hungary, when you started in the initial days, were there the right facilities available, or you went on to create them?
We started in my school. So they let us do the first show in the gym, in the school, indoor. Later, we were riding outside, but it was a new school, new surface, so it was not a problem. And my mom got sponsored. Also, the town helped us, and we built the whole park, a racing park, a half pipe. My dad built a half pipe, and a ground surface for flatland. So we made this.
Fantastic effort. And now, does that facility still exist? It's been upgraded, or what
No,
is the
unfortunately,
situation?
it's all gone.
It's gone.
It's gone.
That's a sad part of the
Yes, so
story.
we
Yes.
struggle also
Yeah.
in Hungary to find a spot. And just in front of my house, they renovated a spot where I was riding long back. And then they put a fence around and some plastic, and then not allowed anymore to ride. So,
That's
thank
sad.
you. Yes.
So beyond BMX riding, we also learned that you have interest in photography. And how does photography complement your BMX riding? And you travel around the world and you capture moments in your camera. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yes, photography comes also from my family. My grandfather was taking pictures from my mom, and my mom was taking pictures from us. So our riding was documented from beginning, and I wanted to keep this documentation along my career. And I went into action photography because you have to nail that point when the trick looks the best. That's why I got that sense of moment, as well as for people to capture their soul or their expression and their emotions. So I got deeper in photography, and I worked in Germany in a commercial studio. And also I was teaching photography in Germany. So slowly it melted together, writing and photography, and wherever I traveled, I was capturing it and documenting it. And I love travel photography and the locations and the scenarios and also people. I love to take portraits. So this all came together, and now I'm using it for my social media. So I want to grow it and would like to stay here in India and live from it.
And since how long you have been staying in India?
First time I was here in 2013,
Okay.
and this is my fifth time I think here.
Okay.
So altogether maybe it was like a year.
Okay. And we see you on social media that you have a large group of BMX riders, and you often riding with them. So how's your experience, in the riding in Mumbai?
It was actually great. My husband comes from here,
Okay.
so I was involved in the scene here from beginning. So over 10 years. So I know the riders, they know me. They are my family here. So it's just great.
And you made many friends.
Many friends, brothers, you can say.
Absolutely. So since you have visited India so many times, especially Mumbai, met so many people, and you have friends in BMX community. So tell us a little bit about the support you have gathered from the community.
I got major support from them, especially from Deepak Panchal. He's the owner from Sharptune, and he is organizing a lot of events, which is very important for the riders to meet and be together, because it's a small community and we have to help each other because we don't get much help from outside. And as far as Raul Mulani, Zealot BMX, he's organizing events for the riders, just like recently at the Independence Day. So it's very important for the riders to get some support. And unfortunately, only the riders support the riders. Other companies, not really.
So you're looking for more support from brands and in terms of sponsorships
Yes,
and equipment.
that would be very good for the sport if they support
Yeah.
and give the possibility also to ride and have events so people can see it, because we need exposure so the new generation can see us, because also we saw like BMX Bandits and ET in the 1890s. So that's why we started to ride, because we saw it. If the kids don't see it, they will never come.
Absolutely, bang on. I totally agree with you. For the development of the sport, we need hand holding, we need support from all across. Now, coming to the fitness part of your riding, what kind of fitness and training is required to get into BMX sport?
Like long back, we were just riding, not even doing warm up. But after a while, we realized that you need warm up because it's kind of hard on the body. And I got also into yoga in Germany for many years, and that helped with the flexibility. So the flexibility is important. And I have a trainer now, the Ride Unlimited coach in the US, and he's giving me training for strength. He's also a flatland rider, so he knows what part of the body I have to train. And we need constant training, but the most important training is riding, daily riding. If you don't ride daily, then you don't progress. You need always the muscle memory, the strength, and ideas come with it. If you just do sometimes, then it rather goes. You cannot improve.
Totally. And how many hours do you train in a week? And if you follow any kind of a diet?
Yeah, diet is very important because we need proteins to ride. Otherwise, we don't have energy. Like we ride mostly like 1 to 3 hours, depends how much energy and the weather conditions and all of this. So we can also ride 3 hours, but that's kind of tough. 1 hour daily would be enough, but with good food and good rest because that is equally important.
Absolutely. Monica, can you tell us a little bit about your bike that you're using?
Yes, this is a BMX. Exactly, it's a flatland BMX because there are other disciplines and the bikes are longer and stronger. This is made short so you can make quick turns with it. So we do tricks only on the ground. And we have special parts like the pegs on the axle so you can stand on the wheel and rotate and scuff. The bike is made of chromoly 4130. It's a special material, very strong. Each part in flatland bike is different. It's very specialized. Like you can see in the rear wheel also, the spokes are in radial placing. These are made actually, so this bike here, it's very special. It's my husband's bike, and he made it so that he can ride on a small place, and he made the bike lighter. So it has no chain, no sprocket. But actually you don't need that for flatland because you are not pedaling. You are just turning and mostly standing on the peg, not even sitting on the seat. Mostly you hold the seat and do tricks with it. So these tires can take high pressure, 100 psi or 8 bar. Mostly we spin on the wheels. And the whole bike is shorter so we can take around the body, spin it. Okay, where can you get the bike? You have to contact Sharptune in Mumbai or Zalep. They can arrange the BMX for you. It's not easy to buy anywhere. If you are a beginner, you can just start with your current bike and just get comfortable with it, turn around, that you know how the bike moves, and then you should buy a BMX and start to do tricks.
With so many years of experience behind you, and you have performed at an international stage, you have seen ups and downs, injuries, highs and lows. So what kind of advice would you like to give to the aspiring young BMX riders who want to get into this sport?
Most important is to have fun, because without fun you cannot do it many years. So it's not just a sport, it's a lifestyle for us. So all the time riding together, and have this life of freedom and traveling and explore new things, have these challenges daily. That is what is BMX. And without fun, it's not possible. And I see also many riders, they are pushed into it to do well, and they do well, but I don't see the fun. And in some like they get the training, they get the style, they get everything, they get the spot, but I don't see fun, and I see then always the same tricks from all the riders. That is kind of sad, because it meant to be fun, and it meant to be create and explore and have the freedom. So this should get back a little bit more.
Totally agree with you. I think one has to be crazy about whatever he or she is doing. He has to be passionate, and with passion comes fun along the way.
Exactly.
And
you have to be 100% dedicated into it.
Dedicated to it, rightly said. And one last thing before we let you go, which is your favorite BMX stunt or skill, and can you show us that?
Ooh, there are many. Because mostly I remember how I learned to trick, even the weather conditions. Many times I was practicing in winter in very cold climate, but moving helps you get warm, and many tricks I learned in winter. Hot is a bit difficult, and it's hard to pick just one, because they are all different techniques, and if I don't practice, they go. And there are many tricks I want to get back, because I love to do them, but I need practice for that. So I hope in the future I can show that. But what I can do anytime almost is hang five. And I learned that when I made my bike a bit lighter, and immediately I could roll it. That is riding on the front wheel and you balance it out. That is a basic flatland trick that I can show anytime.
Sure, we like to see that. And where can people follow you on social media?
I'm on Instagram. You find me under Monika Hinz BMX. And if you just search in YouTube Monika Hinz BMX, then you find also a lot of videos.
Thank you so much, Monika, for your valuable time and sharing your thoughts and experiences with us. I had a great conversation with you, learning about BMX biking. And if you want to add anything, any closing thoughts that you want to share with our audience, please go ahead.
Thank you for the interview, Vijay. I'm very happy that you contacted me and that you are interested in BMX. It means a lot to me. And I will definitely subscribe this channel, check Pedal and Tring Tring. So that is maybe something for you if you are interested in cycling and you want to be updated, then subscribe.
Thank you so much. And we wish you a pleasant stay in India.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
More, and you put your foot there, so it's like your brake, and start balancing on it. Yeah. And now make, yay.